Hello everyone. Today's topic you are going to learn about the charges and the properties of charges. Now, in this video lecture, you are going to learn about what is charge and what are its types. Then there are next topic is methods of charging. So there are different methods of charging. So you will learn about this, how to charge the object. So what are the different ways of charging you will learn in this topic. And then finally, what are the different properties of charges. So let's start. So first topic is charge and its types. Now, charge is the fundamental property of the material body due to which it can produce electric as well as magnetic effects. So that property of the object or matter is called as charge. So as you know that matter is made up of atoms. Now atoms have some subatomic particles, that is electrons, protons and neutrons. Out of these, electrons are considered to be a negatively charged particle, so they have a negative charge. Proton are considered to be a positively charged particles, they have a positive charge. And neutrons are neutral, they have no charge. No charge. So it means in every atom there is a negative charge as well as positive charge. Further, we know that in an atom, the number of electrons are always equal to number of protons. Number of electrons are always equal to number of protons. So number of electrons, it means total negative charge. Total negative charge is equal to total positive charge. So when positive and negative both are equal, and when we add these two, we get total charge equal to 0. So it means overall there is no charge on an atom, and atom is said to be electrically neutral. Atom is electrically neutral. Electrically neutral. Neutral. So it means there is no charge on an atom. So we have only two types of charges, that is positive charge as well as a negative charge. So we have two type of charges, positive and negative. Now positive charge, the minimum positive charge value is charge on one electron, which is equal to minus 1.6 times 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. And that is the charge on proton. Positive charge is on the proton, so it has a positive charge, and this is the value. Negative charge is the value of charge on the electron, that is equal to minus E, and its value is negative 1.6 times 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So this is the minimum positive charge, and this is the minimum value of negative charge on an object or any material body. So next topic is the different methods of charging. As we know that atom is electrically neutral and it has no charge, then how the bodies acquire charge? So for charging the bodies, we have different methods. So out of that, first method is friction method. So in friction method, this is the oldest method. Its origin is about in 600 BC, and it was originated in a country that is Greece. Now in this case, in the friction method, when we rub two objects, of having insulation properties. So we rub two insulating bodies, for example, when we rub comb in our hairs, what happens? The comb acquires some charge, and due to which it can attract some pieces of paper near to it. So comb actually has got charged. So comb has got charged, and it acquires a type of charge that is positive. Comb acquires a negative charge. Plastic comb acquires a negative charge. Now, and hairs also acquire some charge, that is a positive charge. Now, there are some other experiments done by scientists in the previous periods for a long time period. So, out of that, some like glass rod when rubbed with silk cloth, then glass found to acquire some charge, that is a positive charge. and silk acquires a negative charge. Actually, what happens in this, when we rub the two objects, when we rub the two objects like this, let the body A and other is body B. Now let the body A is easily can lose the electrons. So when we rub, due to friction, some of the electrons of A get transferred to B body. So when the electrons transfer to B, then electrons of B increases and electron of A, body A, decreases. So A body will acquire a positive charge because there is a decrease of electrons. So when there's a decrease of electrons, then positive charge on the body increases, and body B will acquire a negative charge as the it has acquired some electrons. So electron have a negative charge. So in this way bodies get charged. So this method of charging is called friction method. Next method is induction method. Now for the induction method, one body should be already charged. For example, let we have a charged sphere and let it has a positive charge around it on its surface. Let this body is A. When it is brought near to another body B which is uncharged, then what happens? Then its near face will acquire a negative kind of charge and the far away face will acquire a positive kind of charge. Now, this phenomena is called as induction. In this case, we are not touching these two bodies. These are separated by small distance. So, this happens because the electrons of body B get shifted towards the body A. So, that's why negative charge get accumulated on left side and positive charge get accumulated on the right side of the body. This type of charging is called induction method. So, in this way, uh, when a charged body when a charged body is brought near uncharged body near uncharged body, the near face near face of uncharged body acquires opposite kind of charge. This method is called induction method, opposite kind of charge. Now, last method is conduction method. Now, in this method, the a charged body is touched with uncharged body. Charged body is touched with uncharged body is touched to uncharged body. Then the body gets charged. We charge the batteries by this method. Body gets charged. So here a positive charge body, like this is a body which is positive charged, it is touched to another body that is have no charge let, then this will acquire same type of charge. So this method is called as conduction method. So in this way both the bodies acquire same type of charge. Actually charge on get transferred from this, so charge on this body gets reduced and this body acquires more charge, and charge on this body, some charge of this body get transferred to the other body. This method is known as conduction method. Then we have some properties of charge. The first property is conservation of charge. Now, what is conservation of charge? It means charge can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one body to another. Let's take an example. Let we have a box container. Let we have a container. Now, in this container, let we have three balls. There are three balls. Like it has some charge. Let 2 coulomb. This is let 3 coulomb. This is have, let it is have -5 coulomb. So now these balls get mixed with each other, and these are shaken. This box is shaken vigorously, and these balls mix with each other, and the charge gets changed on these bodies. Now let the this is body A, this is body B, and the last body C. Now let the body A acquires, let the body A acquires, let we have 3 coulomb. B acquires, B body acquires, let minus 6 coulomb. What would be the charge on the body C? So according to law of conservation of charge, the total charge on this system and total charge on this system should be same. Now what is the total charge on the first system? So that is 3 plus 2 minus 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 minus 5 is 0. So there is no overall charge on the first system. So it means the on the other side total charge should also be 0. It means first first charge on the body A, that is 3 coulomb, then charge on body B, which is minus 6, and let the charge on the body C, let it is Q. So sum of these should be equal to 0. So from here we can calculate how much will the charge on the body C. So that comes out 3 minus 6 is minus 3, and take two other sides, so it will be equal to 3. So it is 3 coulomb. So charge on the body C should be 3 coulomb. So this requires a charge 3 coulomb. Initially it was minus 5 coulomb. So this property is named as conservation of charge. It is followed in all types of chemical nuclear reactions. So this property is called conservation of charge. That charge can be transferred from one object, one body to another body. Then very important next property is quantization of charge. Now quantization of charge means charge on a body is always integral multiple of, maybe positive, maybe negative. It is always integral multiple of smallest unit of charge. Now smallest unit of charge, you know, that is charge on electron or proton, and charge on any body is integral multiple of. So n should be an integer. N should be an integer. So integer, you know, it can be positive, negative values like 1, 2, 3, like these are integers, and of course it's plus minus all these values. Now charge is always quantized means charge on a body can be 1e, can be 2e, can be 5e, can be 100e, but it cannot be, charge on a body cannot be equal to 2.5e or 1 upon 3e. So these type of, because this is not integer, so that type of charges are not possible. Only integral number of charges are possible, 1, 2, 5, 100, like that. So this property is a very important property. It's called quantization of charge. Then is additive property, additive nature. Additive nature means, it means the charge is a scalar quantity. Charge is a scalar quantity, and it can be added like scalars. For example, let a body has charge 2 coulomb and another body has charge minus 3 coulomb. If I ask what is the total charge on both the bodies, then it will be equal to 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1 coulomb. Similarly, two bodies have charges, different charges, like 5 coulomb, other is 2 coulomb, then is 3 coulomb. What is total charge? Total charge will be equal to 5 plus 2 plus 3, 5 plus 2 plus 3. So it will be equal to 10 coulomb. So total charge will be equal to 10 coulomb. So this is called additive property, that charge can be added just like scalars. Then last property of this we are going to discuss is force between charges. Now there are two type of charges. One are called like charges and other are called unlike charges. Unlike charges. Like charges are similar kind charges, like both the charges are positive or both are negative. Both are negative. So that type of charges are named as like charges. And unlike charges are the charges of opposite kind, like one is positive, other is negative, or one is negative and other is positive. So such pairs are called unlike charges. Now, like charges always repel each other. There is a force of repulsion. So repel each other. Just like magnets, like poles, north repels. Similarly, positive repels, negative charge repel each other. So there is a force of repulsion between the like charges. And about unlike charges, positive and negative, there will be attraction. They will attract each other. Now, such forces are called as Coulomb forces. Between the charges, there is Coulomb force. So, in the next lecture, you will understand what is Coulomb force exactly. So, that was given by Coulomb, the force between two charges. So, we'll discuss on which factors this depends. What is the formula of Coulomb force? So, what are the factors which affect the Coulomb force? So these are the properties of charge. So that's all for in this video lecture. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much.